So, first card I got was the World card. So, this is for someone who has completed something, like a major accomplishment. Or it's about time you recognize everything that you have accomplished to date. Okay? Let's see. Angels, saints, spirit guides, ancestors. We ask you to be present for these messages for the collective's highest and greatest good. So it is, and so it will be. Three of Cups. I feel like you support others in your community in some way, shape, or form. You very much could be someone who feels called to maybe get in tune with themselves when it comes to their own practices or beliefs or faith, maybe even a bit of healing energy. Maybe you are feeling called to tap into your healing energy, maybe for yourself or for the benefit of others. I feel like there is some sort of recognizing your success, possibly even outwards, like in a format, like you're visible by others in some way, shape, or form. You might be tapping into divine energy and grounding it here in the physical. She's doing some work on the actual ground, so you might have a very strong connection to Mother Earth. Okay, and then I have the Four of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like your stability, your security, your foundation, your earthly experience here. You very much could be integrating this at this time, or you have integrated that, because this is also part of what the World card is. It's like integrating everything you've learned up to this point, establishing a stable foundation here on Earth, grounding the light energy here in the physical. You might be working with a collective of some kind. That's the vibe I'm getting. So if that doesn't resonate with you, this is not your reading. All right, we're going to get some more info. We have the Devil. So let's talk about that. So the Devil represents lessons. It's like a teacher, okay? It's like you can pick your chains also, like, and you can slip them off anytime. Like you have a free will choice to attach to whatever you want in this physical reality. So I feel like maybe there were some things that you have detached from as a result of your experience here. I feel like it was through some sort of lesson learned on the karmic wheel. I feel like there is a passionate new beginning, and this is as a result of you breaking the chains from the past. So this could be past circumstances, past people, past habits, past patterns, past lives, even past karmic contracts. I feel like there's been an ending to a karmic cycle even. Therefore, allowing like this new energy, there's been a transformation that's played out as well. So I feel like a lot's been learned. I feel like they want you to stop and smell the roses, like literally. The rose line might be significant to you, or roses. Okay. Yeah, I feel like as a result of what you have accomplished, you've created a new version of yourself. I feel like Three of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, it's time for you to put the, it's like, it's time for you to work with others. I'm getting like there could be something that you're doing with others, or you're helping others, or you're collaborating with a group here. Teamwork. You might feel like you're part of a team. You might be collaborating with new people now as a result of your expertise. Maybe new doors are opening up for you. I feel like this could be a new door, a new opportunity. Yeah, as it relates to like things ending so that there could be new beginnings. There's some sort of like regeneration process happening. I feel like it has something to do with like closing out old cycles and starting new ones. I'm getting like helping people to accept the inevitable, what's happened, and move on with their lives, creating from a place of new. It's like manifestation energy. It's like ending of the old systems and bringing in new systems, maybe even tapping into unknown wisdom and knowledge through the abilities, the resources that you have available to you. I feel like there is this higher vibration that's being accessed here and grounded in the physical. So you very much may be someone who has like is like a channel, right? Like able to channel energy down from up to down. It's like being able to ground it here. Okay, so I feel I have strong manifestation energy. I have strong like adjustment to outlook or outcome or perspective, or it's kind of like being able to tap into higher consciousness and ground it here. So that there can be a new outlook or new perspective shared with the collective is what I'm getting. Maybe you're going to work with others to do this. I'm getting between the ether and the physical realm. So I'm getting like multiple dimensions here that's being accessed and shared. Okay, and gained, like a new perspective being gained, new abilities. It's like strengthening your abilities, your spiritual gifts. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have a Two of Cups here. So there is this energy that you're meant to exchange. Okay, the two represents the polarity and the duality of things, right? But it also represents like the creation. Like you have to have the principle of gender at play when you're talking about like creation itself. And I feel like here's the masculine, here's the feminine, and here's a creation. I feel like it's, you know, it's a channeled creation here is what I'm getting. So you very much might be somebody who receives guidance through channeling and is able to create with it here in the physical realm. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. So you're meant to co-create with this person. I feel like there is a lot of energy that wants to maybe create some sort of blockage here. Five of Swords. Strength card. I feel like you're stronger than your ego. I feel like you're stronger than your past experiences too. Sometimes they want to kind of come in and kind of interrupt when you're in flow. But I feel like you work really hard on remaining in your own power and not giving your power away to others, especially if it's like negativity being sent to you. I feel like you're able to use the energy and transmute it and apply it, okay, for healing purposes or whatever your practice is. I feel like you're a master magician here, and so an alchemist as well. And I'm getting like you're able to transmute this energy. So you see it as energy. You see it as like, you know, great, thanks. The Strength card is alluding that, you know, you have overcome what you needed to overcome in order to reach some sort of level of accomplishment. Okay, and then to be on this new experience, new timeline, passionate new beginning. And I'm getting new cycle. So I'm getting like new timeline energy here. Higher timeline I'm getting. So let's see what else we can get here. Ace of Wands. I feel like you realize like your biggest competition is yourself and the battle that goes on within, not so much outside. I think, you know, once you get a handle on like your own inner dialogue, your own inner thinking, your thoughts, your mindset, and grounding them here, because that is where things can run, like go awry. I feel like you've mastered something within yourself. You've mastered yourself. Okay, I do have a Page of Cups. All right, so I feel like it's important for you to give back to yourself, especially like not getting to, not giving away your energy as well. Page of Cups, I'm going to get one more card for this. Hang on. I feel like there's an energy that very much could be a bit like annoyed. I'm going to use a nice word and say annoyed, that you are able to move on and have a passionate new beginning. I feel they're in the energy of feeling a bit left out. Someone feels a bit left out. I feel like they're in some sort of energy of like sitting back and having to process their own thoughts. It could be in their like reminiscing or trying to find some sort of answer. I feel like they're searching for answers at this time. I feel like they're also having a hard time looking at themselves and being accountable and responsible for the situation in which they find themselves. And then I feel like there is this understanding now that whatever trap they set for you, they find themselves in, and they went to great lengths for the sake of greed. Okay. So yeah, you definitely overcame something major. You woke up to the fact of who this person was. Four of Cups. That's their energy now. Is realizing what they've lost. Okay. So that was what ended in the past cycle and was a catalyst for this new cycle. Okay. We use the energy, right? Three of Wands. You're making new plans for the future. You've put out, like, I feel like you've made your wishes. You have 3 wishes. You've put out your 3 wishes. It's like I Dream of Jeannie. Okay. So what's this? 3 of Wands. Something's on its way. It's incoming. I feel like you took the necessary steps needed to back up your wishes. And as a result, they're coming true. Like things are coming together. And this is also taking inspired action on your path, like towards a clear direction. So I'm getting like there might be something that's coming in that's going to bring in some sort of collaboration with others. Okay, so it might come in a bit fast. Once it does come in, there might be a fast movement to things. And I feel like right now, it's like you might be waiting for something to come in. I feel like they're just letting you know, like it's on its way. It's on its way. So this could be like manifestations are on their way. King of Pentacles. So there's some sort of transition playing out here. All right, with the Death card and then the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there might be, yeah, so this would be transitioning from like one type of job to another job, or maybe you're retiring, or maybe you're getting a promotion. I'm getting like it's work related. It's working with others in some sort of like collaborative way. You might be asked to be part of a team of some kind or do an event. Or maybe you're on a special project because of your skill sets. It's very like skill set specific. And I am getting like, you know, it's aligned with your purpose. This very much can represent the boss or the one in charge. Or this could be you being in charge. You might end your corporate life and go towards something different. And it would be a big transition, Magician energy. I feel like you've been like working behind the scenes on something, Queen of Pentacles. So whatever you're creating, I feel like the next phase, there's like another phase. Yeah, look at 9 of Cups. Yeah, your wishes and dreams, hopes are coming true. someone sees you. Okay, I'm also getting that, like you're starting to attract. So it's not just like in the energy, it's like in the energy, but then I'm getting like it's also in the physical. So it's like, you know, starting to come into the your physical reality. Like you're starting to see things manifest in your physical reality shortly after you think about them, is what I'm getting. Like you're like, bam, wow, I just thought about that person and here they are calling me. Oh, wow, like I just thought about, you know, going to the store and getting a cake. And then look, this is the cake that I dreamt of. Like that kind of power. Because you know why? Empress, divine feminine energy, strong energy. All right. So again, remembering that you are a direct channel and are a receiver. Okay. So your energy is very important to the collective because it's meant to help humanity in some way. And so we want to make sure that we're, you know, at that high vibration. Okay. So this is working on like your energy signature. Okay. I'm also getting like new moon energy. So this talks about like, what are the things that you want to experience next? So it's kind of like being in that creator mode. I feel like someone from the past, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, still kind of like lurking and holding on to your energy. Okay. So it is what it is. I feel like you're unaffected. Hierophant. Okay. I feel like strong divine presence here, spirit guide presence. Like, you know, staying true to your belief systems regardless of what's going on around you. Having that strong faith. You very much could be in a position to share your teachings, your knowings, your understandings, how you relate to your own life in whatever way that is. Again, starting something new and having something to share. And you know, you got to start somewhere. So there's this energy of like having to start from the beginning, but you know, that's the cycle of life, right? I feel like there is a need to search for what truly you desire. It's like you embarking on the journey, whether you're doing it alone or not. Like, yeah, going within for that guidance, tapping in to receive the downloads, the messages, having a strong connection to your faith, keeping to yourself, prioritizing self. Like you're not looking outside of yourself for anything. You're going within because it's all here. This is going to help with that direction and what to entertain, what not to entertain, regardless of what it is. And so also the clarity to see through this fog. Okay. There's also that. It's like going within for that guidance, trusting your intuition, trusting the messages you receive from spirit. Then we have the moon, trusting that intuition. Okay. You might hear like ringing in your ears. You might feel like a tingle. You might feel a temperature shift. My cat just flung a crystal off my windowsill. Bad cat. Empress. Upright. Yeah. This is you focusing on what you're nurturing and creating. This is you, you know, if you need to remove yourself, you remove yourself. You are the creator of your own reality, and you're helping humanity by being in a energy signature of love and like abundance, right? And appreciating the connection to Mother Earth and Gaia and the sun and the moon and how important the whole cycles of nature are, and being one with nature. Okay, it's like Venus energy, Earth energy, flying card energy. Hold on. Queen of Cups. Look at that. spreading love everywhere you go. All right, being very tapped in. You might be very psychic, very empathic, very spiritually gifted. This is like humanitarian vibes. You know, someone who goes and helps others because they have enough to give, whatever that is. If that's experience, it's experience. If it's, you know, your nurturing kindness, then that's what it is. It could be your spiritual abilities. It could be your ability to tap into infinite wisdom and knowledge, having access to elevated consciousness and sharing this. You may be someone who is traveling, going places, crossing lines, boundaries. You might be someone who is like a trailblazer, crossing boundaries and lines compared to maybe some of what your family is used to. So you might be someone who, you know, is doing it different. And maybe you're doing it different than everybody you've ever known. And maybe people are seeing this about you, or this might have been something that you had to overcome as a challenge, like caring what other people thought about you and having that affect how you truly feel about yourself with the Nine of Cups. I feel like now you stand in your power, your abilities, your strength, and you're like, I don't care if you don't like it or not. I like it. And I feel you're like, God loves me, so why would I care otherwise? So that's pretty cool. I feel like you're divinely protected on this quest. Okay. All right. So keep going. Ace of Pentacles. Keep going. Like, this is for you. You're creating something beautiful. And whatever you're creating is, you know, something that is contributing to your growth and the growth of other people. Like, it's something that pays forward, okay? You're not going to do something that is just going to be a one-time thing. You're going to continue to pay it forward, right? Something that is going to contribute to the balance, the karmic balance here, the cause and effect of things. It's like the energy you put out, you receive back. And you're putting out really good and planting really good seeds. And you're starting to see these multiply because we just went from the Ace to the 2. Okay, down here is the 3. So seeds that you have already planted are sowing and they are producing. They're multiplying. So the good that you're putting out is being seen and recognized, and you are being, you're being appreciated for your contributions. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is you standing up for what's right, speaking the truth, bringing clarity to the table where things are maybe unclear, calling justice on things that are unfair. You're advocating for people to follow the universal laws. You're an example for others in some way, shape, or form, and you're here to help others see through the illusions that are casted by others in the physical realm. Okay, so there's a bit of like spiritual attacks. You're helping people through this process in some way. Okay, there's a lot of love, whole lot of love. Okay, you hold a high vibration. Hi, baby, what are you doing? My little kitty cat. Yeah, like there's this energy from the past that is still kind of like behind the scenes trying to create some sort of ill will towards you, and it's ineffective because, you know, you're not on the same vibration, so it just returns back to them. So they just keep creating hardships for themselves, trying to come after you. So silly. Okay, so the haters are gonna hate, and you know you're doing something right if you have haters. If it takes a whole group of people to try to come and take you down, like, you know, you just stay focused and devoted on your path and let God handle the rest. All right, that's that faith and surrender energy. For you to walk away from a situation and be like, okay, it's out of my hands, and whatever they choose is of their own free will choice, and you walk away in peace knowing that the divine has your back. Okay, your back's to the situation, the divine has your back. All right, your ancestors have your back. Right, you're standing up against a tree. unbothered, sending love, praying for love. All right, you're not sending any ill will. That's not how you roll. 10 of Cups. I feel like it's your time to enjoy like happier times, happier experiences with somebody who is a true father figure, a leader, someone who is going to put a family first, someone who is very well established in their life, very mature, someone who you spend the rest of your life with. And they see you from afar, okay? I feel like you're very busy doing whatever you're doing. You're not even paying attention. I feel like that's when this is going to come in. They see forever with you, this energy that's coming in, okay? So it's like, keep doing you, boo. That's the big advice here. You know, keep doing you, okay? Things are moving in the right direction. Continue to stay focused and keep sending the energy in the right direction, okay? So it's like your empowered energy, okay, towards whatever you're wanting to create, okay? So keep taking inspired action towards what you're creating. So if you have an idea, continue to invest and plant seeds and nurture those for that idea or that project or whatever you've got going on. Because you are creating something. So whatever you're creating, you know, this is energy towards that. So it's like whatever you're doing, keep doing it. In fact, this 8 of Wands is like in a teepee. I'm getting like structure. So maybe it's like staying consistent, being consistent, continuing to make improvements and kind of grow. And the more you invest in this, the stronger it's going to be. So it's kind of like keep investing in you and what you're working on. Okay, what you're doing is, you know, it's starting to make a difference in the physical. Okay, and then I have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, so you know, this is something that you've been dreaming about for a very long time. I feel like you're gonna have to make a decision and decide which way to go. So it's like something's gonna lead to something else. 6 of Cups. I feel like somebody may, let's see, what's the 6 of Cups? Knight of Cups. Someone feels you moving on from them and they're feeling the pinch, and I'm getting there might be some sort of, you know, emotional game that wants to be played, some sort of manipulation. I'm getting like love bomber, liar, like, you know. So we'll see what this is. I feel like you've left the past behind. Yeah, I have the Lovers. This energy has contracts to fulfill with others, and as a result wants to prevent you from moving on from them. It's because it's like you're gonna be like the one that got away, okay? And it's meant to teach this person a lesson about relationships. But you too have a free will choice with the 2 of Wands, okay? So also the Lovers talks about that. Like there's guidance regarding these 2 people and who they entangle themselves with. I feel like there was a group that wanted to break up this divine counterpart situation, this relationship. Doesn't even have to be divine, but when I see the Lovers, it reminds me of like divine guidance and some sort of like soul contract here. I feel like somebody maybe tried to interfere in a soul contract, and you know, there's lessons playing out as a result of that. Or someone's in another soul contract that they have to fulfill, is what I'm getting. And there's a lot of chaos and drama going on with that relationship. Look, 5 of Wands. the Moon, and the Lovers. So I'm getting like whatever karmic contract they entered into, they have to fulfill this karma before they can move on. Okay, so that might be why there's like this push and pull between you and this person, and them wanting to kind of come back somehow or prevent you from moving forward. They just want you to alchemize the energy. But it's still up to you, but you're meant to move on. You're not meant to fulfill the contracts that they created, right? 10 of Wands. Yeah, this energy doesn't want to be burdened by what they're in. They want to run away from the situation, or they want you to fix the problem. But they want to emotionally manipulate you and not tell you the truth about all that's truly going on, possibly even the stuff that they created. I feel like they want to kind of create some sort of illusion here to keep you from connecting with this Emperor. All right, in this 10 of Cups energy. Okay. Yeah, they're experiencing the 10 of Swords. They're experiencing a massive ending with this karmic. And there's things that they need to clean up. Like, they made the mess. They have to clean up their own mess. It's not your mess. Yeah, 6 of Wands. They see you as being successful and victorious over the ending that they tried to cause for you. They're now experiencing for themselves. And you're walking away free and clear and being seen as the one who's overcome and persevered and is truly the victor. So it's like this energy wanted you to be a victim, and instead of you being a victim, you used it to be a victor. They're the victim. So whatever they wanted for you has happened to them. Okay? You choose the higher road. Yeah, and then I have 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you did a lot of work and mastered quite a bit. So there is this accomplishment, this acknowledgement of what a great job you've done. You've used your experiences to grow and to elevate and to master yourself in this physical reality. And because you've done this, you're able to show others how to do it. Like she's demonstrating. Here are the steps it takes. That's boss moves right there. Judgment. Maybe it has something to do with a spiritual awakening or some sort of soul searching process, or doing an honest self-evaluation of your earthly experiences and seeing how you can make adjustments to be a better person. I feel like that's what this moral of the story is like, you know, how do we forgive ourselves and how do we forgive others so that we can move on with our lives in peace and harmony instead of repeating the patterns. I feel like you're no longer making investments in people who don't invest in you. And you're not tolerating the bullshit. Anyone who tries to create any kind of confusion for you, they're cut out of your life. So this 5 of Cups is someone who's feeling like they made the wrong decision. They're emotionally drained, feeling like nothing works out for them. They entertain many options. I feel like this is, you know, them falling for the illusions of the physical reality. And, you know, not everything that you see is good for you. Not everything you want should you do. Like, there needs to be some follow through as to, like, if I choose this, what could happen? And being okay with the consequence. I feel like somebody made a bunch of choices. They weren't good choices and they're not okay with the consequences, but they were fine making the choice, right? Like, yeah, the energy you put out, you get back. I feel like that's also what's playing out. I feel like they made choices and they don't like the experience that it brought them, but they don't want to be accountable for the choices that they made. That's too bad. That's too bad. So sad. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. King of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords. I feel like, you know, somebody thought that somebody was a really good option and took a chance, or, you know, led with their desires, okay, for this person because of their appearances, but then realized that they're doing this from an unhealed place, found out that they entered into a karmic contract. I feel like there was some sort of group coordinating these efforts, maybe even some illusions, maybe even spell casting. You know your situation better. I would say there's been some sort of, you know, truth being revealed at this time regarding what's been going on with this energy. I feel like somebody, you know, really kind of hides behind other people, right? They rely on other people to make them look good or something like that. They're very much overindulging, as well as focused on the material world and material things. Okay. Three of Swords. I feel like this energy is in their feelings. I'm also getting this energy's feeling is realizing a pattern playing out here, and they're the core denominator in the pattern. All right, so there's clarity being seen here about what's been going on behind the scenes in the dark. Someone's skeletons in their closet are coming out. Yep, Nine of Wands. Somebody feels like they need to retreat and hide and remove themselves. They're feeling very defensive and feeling like the world's against them for some reason. Like the wall is up. Someone feels like they need to hide from the truth, or they're hiding the truth. I feel like it's like, come out, wherever you are, like you can't hide from me. Right? I told you you can't hide from me. It's like these 10 swords, like these people, really, these people are for you? I don't think they're for you. Yeah, look at in the Fool. Someone was innocent and someone did too much. And that is what's being exposed to what was done to the person who was innocent. Minding their own business, not involved in anything that was going on behind the scenes. I feel like there's a strong account as to who was involved and who did what. And I'm getting like somebody is coming for someone. And the truth is coming out, whether they like it or not. And I'm getting like it has something to do with money. It has something to do with work. It has something to do with, you know, someone being emotionally involved in something that, you know, created a lot of pain and suffering. So like maybe somebody did something really messed up for money. It's coming out. Yeah, Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they're in their emotions now. They're feeling the regret, remorse, despair, shame now. Yeah, this has been collectively coming out. Yeah, someone betrayed themselves even. Page of Wands. Somebody wants to kind of share the information somehow. Maybe somebody has some sort of evidence, something tangible here that they're holding on to about this secret. What is this? Page of Wands. I'm getting like somebody might want to take action towards you as a result of some sort of heartache and betrayal and deception and what's this? I'm getting somebody watched someone do this. So there's evidence or someone participated in what was going on. All right, so I'm getting like the energy you put out, you receive back. So this is like giving to multiples. There's, you know, everybody has their hand out. So it's like greedy energy is what I'm getting. I'm getting like somebody knows someone's dirty secrets with the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, excuse me, and the 6 of Pentacles. I'm getting like stuff like this, like temptation, like what they're into, all their crazy kinks. I would say passion and danger. I would say obsessive energy, false security, you know, wealth and the promise of wealth, and as well as like hollow victory, even secrets beyond our reach, like keeping like deep dark secrets and operating from a place of fantasy and addiction and seduction and power. That's what somebody has evidence of. Yep. Wow, so someone's, yeah, Knight of Wands. Okay. I feel like Knight of Wands is definitely energy of somebody like being a player. It doesn't always have to be that. I mean, I feel like some of these cards have gotten a bad rap, but I mean, when we're talking about, yeah, I feel like somebody invested a lot of time and effort into something that they thought was going to pan out. Come to find out, right? Like all of what they've put in is, you know, was to be used by somebody else. Somebody feels used. Like somebody used them to get to somebody else. Yeah. Someone knows that there's, oh, what I'm getting is someone is investing their energy elsewhere. It may be into another masculine. Oh, ooh, my eyes. Yeah, I'm getting someone has received information about someone giving to somebody else on the side. Okay. Yeah, 4 of Wands. I'm getting like there could be a separation. So someone could have broken up or wants to be separated, or there's some sort of breakup going on, or divorce. Judgment here. I feel like somebody wants to move on to a new relationship here and wants to leave the one that they're in. Yeah, I feel like somebody realizes that there is no peace here, or maybe somebody feels like there's more balance somewhere else. 6 of Swords. Someone is holding on to somebody because they don't want them to return back to their original person. So they'll hold on to them for spite because they're jealous and envious. They don't want someone to move on. It's like, if I can't have you, no one can. Yep, look at Page of Swords. Someone is watching, trolling, obsessing, like grabbing their partner's phone to see what's going on their phone. Like they're just obnoxious. And I'm getting like somebody would so love to send you a message and trigger you in some way, shape, or form because they don't feel like they're enough. Okay, someone has been left out in the cold here. Someone's been rejected. Someone feels rejected. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like there's a massive ending playing out here. And I'm seeing like the worst fear is you being the worst fear is like you moving on and being successful and in your power, in your spiritual authority, leading the way, because nothing that they sent your way worked. In fact, it backfired and it's messed them up. I feel like this is karmic justice playing out, divine justice. Continue to focus on your stability and security. You know, continue to make plans for the future. It's like one step at a time, and you will be hearing information soon. Like, I feel like something's coming in quick. It could be information regarding what I just picked up here. So we'll leave the King of Swords at the bottom. Oh, I'm getting like all of this is happening fast. Okay. And in divine timing. It depends on how long it takes for it to get there, depending on like what are the circumstances. Okay. So everything is happening in a bit of divine timing. And with this Knight of Swords, is this a message? This is a message. All right. Can you give me something? What's the Knight of Swords energy? Oh, I got the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Someone is having this like realization that you were the one who had love for them, unconditional love. I'm also getting that you're the Magician. This is you also having very strong telepathic abilities. Okay. So you might be someone who is a strong manifester. Alchemist even. Yeah. So I'm getting like any energy that you receive, transmute it to love as the Magician and use it for your projects. Use it for what you're investing your time and energy into. Make it work for you, okay? It's like use it versus used by it energy, okay? It's like, how does energy work, okay? Learning the laws of how energy works, okay? And letting this person be in their own energy, like sulking, drinking their sorrows away, like, you know, moon energy. You intuitively know what the deal is. There's nothing new from the past. So they want you to focus on any energy that comes your way to creating your future and being in the moment and appreciating where you're at and how far you have come, because you have come a long way, my friends. And there's a group of us that we've been kind of, you know, arms tied together, you know, like, let's go, we can do this, you know, like your destiny is already unfolding and your spiritual success is already inevitable. So trust that. And I'll see you on the next one.